All right, so let's go ahead and get started tonight. We are so excited to have you with us with the South Charleston Public Library. We're here for our Family Fun Fest, and tonight we're going to be talking about forest tales. More on that shortly. So keep in mind when you're online, we are in a Zoom call and we are recording today's activity. So we will have your face and voice and all these things on our images that we will be posting online. So we're glad to see your faces and smiles and contributions to the event. So just know that it will be online. So we're going to get ready to get started. We're going to mute your mics from time to time, but we'll be doing some really fun things. So you have to do library hands. Let's see library hands. When everybody's excited, we do library hands. Yes, very good, very good. So we're glad to have you with us tonight for Forest Tales. I'm Miss Denise.
I'm Miss Toby.
Miss Annette.
Miss Leslie. I'm Miss Olivia, and I have Meow Meow and Mystery, who likes.
Oh, look at that. Meow Meow. Come up to the camera, Meow Meow, and say hi to everybody. Meow Meow is always excited to be with us for story times. So let's get started tonight, and we are going to be talking about a forest. So a forest has trees and animals and water, all sorts of things in there. So we're hoping that you're having a lot of fun reading. The books and stories we have tonight are going to be about forests. So make sure too that you're coming by the library to pick up more books and to visit Mystery, so you can see him in his tank with his friends Flash the fish and things that we hide inside the aquarium, so that you can take a look and have some fun with that. So who's ready to get started with our opening song? All right, here we go. Miss Olivia.
If you're ready for a story, come sit down. If you're ready for a story, come sit down. Let's all gather near so everyone can hear. If you're ready for a story, come sit down.
Yay!
Yay! All right, guys. So our first book tonight is going to be The Busy Tree by Jennifer Ward and illustrated by Lisa Falkenstern. So let me share that with you. Oh, I think I say it. Okay. I realized that. The Busy Tree by Jennifer Ward, illustrated by Lisa Falkenstern, and it's published by Scholastic Inc. I'm a tree, a busy tree. Come and see. Who do you think's going to be there? These are my roots, winding and long. They anchor and feed me and help me grow strong. Oh, what's this? There's a little creature down by the roots. Look at my acorns, shiny and round, nibbled by chipmunks who scratch at the ground. Here's my trunk, where busy ants scurry, marching for food as they march in a hurry. This is the spider that lives in my bark, spinning a web from dawn until dark. A long time. A woodpecker searches, eager to munch, tapping for bugs it will eat for its lunch. Woodpeckers make a sound like they're knocking on the door, so sometimes you might hear those outside. Oh, let's get the page. Okay. Visit my hollow that is home to an owl. He sleeps all day long, then at night starts to prowl. Owls, like our friend at the Library Mystery, are nocturnal, which means they do most of their hunting and moving around at night. These are my branches, leafy and high, a sidewalk for squirrels that soar through the sky. Have you seen squirrels jumping in the trees? They jump pretty far sometimes. One of my branches cradles a nest, a cozy, warm home where new hatchlings rest. Look at this small twig that holds a cocoon, protecting a moth that will emerge soon. Hear my green leaves, they shake in the wind, breathing out air for all to breathe in. Trees help remove carbon from the atmosphere and release oxygen. So pretty important. These are my boughs that creak, bend, and sway, shading the children below as they play. That looks fun. A boy finds an acorn I shake from my top, among autumn leaves that swirl as they drop. A girl plants a seed. It grows toward the sky, taller and stronger as seasons pass by, becoming a tree, a busy tree. Come and see. There you go. Can you see any of the animals? It might be a little far away for you guys, but I see an owl and a squirrel and a few others. You might have to look if you borrowed this book here at the library.
Okay. So Miss Toby shared that book with you, and she mentioned some of the animals that lived in the trees. And this book was particularly about a deciduous tree. That's a big long term. That means that they have broad leaves. If you can see on the right, you will see a picture of the deciduous tree, and they change the color of their leaves in the fall, and they spread their seeds by flowers. In the spring and early summer, sometimes you'll see when the wind blows, you'll see blossoms coming out of trees and things, and that's how they spread their seeds. So later in the evening, we're going to talk a little bit more about coniferous trees, which are to us are pine trees. So they have needles instead of leaves, and they don't change their color in the fall at all. And they use cones, like pine cones, to spread their seeds. So most trees that are in the forest, wherever they are, whether they lose their leaves in the fall or they keep their leaves, they provide food and shelter for all the animals in the forest. And across the world, 30% of Earth is covered by trees.
Oh, that's a lot.
It is.
So to learn more about trees, you can check out this nonfiction book called The Tremendous Tree book, written by Barbara Brenner and Meg Gerlich, and illustrated by Frey Brenner, published by Boyd's Mills Press.
All right, guys. So if you remember, every week we do a song to this crazy tune, and it's usually a very silly song. So if you know how it goes, these are the words. Try to sing along with me, okay? All right, this is Little Brown Bear to the Little Green Frog. So, gur, gur, went the little brown bear one day. Gur, gur, went the little brown bear. Gur, gur, went the little brown bear one day. And they all went gur, gur, gur. But we know bears go huggy, huggy, hug. Huggy, huggy, hug. Huggy, huggy, hug. We know bears go huggy, huggy, hug. They don't go gur, gur, gur. Pretty silly. All right.
Yay. What a fun song. So tonight's secret code to put into the system and get more tickets for attending the program is pine cones. And that's pine cone with an S. Make sure you use the plural version or it won't work. So remember, write that down and go back into the system and record pine cones.
Okay. Miss Olivia has our next book, and it is such a fun book. We laughed while she was reading it. So the first time.
Written and illustrated by Jeff Mack. Published by Harper Books. It was Skunk's birthday. Bear had a plan. Party at the pond. Don't tell Skunk. It's a surprise. There was just one problem. Who wants to party with a stinky skunk? Not me. Pooh. Even Bear had to admit it. Skunk stunk. Bear had an idea. Hello, Skunk. How would you like to take a bath? Ha, said Skunk. Why would I want to do that? Because baths are fun, said Bear. They make you smell nice. Well, I'm a skunk, see? And skunks never take baths. Luckily, Bear had another idea. This This slide will make your bath fun, he said. I doubt it, said Skunk. Just try it, said Bear. You'll go really fast. Okay, said Skunk, but I'll need a push. One push coming up, said Bear. Push harder, said Skunk. I'm pushing harder, said Bear. Ha 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 ha. Almost there. Got it. Look out below. Splash. See, said Bear, this bath is fun. You were right about the fast slide, said Skunk, but that bath does not look like fun. Luckily, Bear had another idea. This swing will make your bath fun, he said. You'll feel like you're flying. Okay, said Skunk, but only if we can swing together. Hop on, said Bear. I don't like that evil look on Skunk's face. Creak. I think we're too heavy, said Bear. I'll fix that, said Skunk. Wait, said Bear, don't get up. Ha 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 ha. Whoosh. Splash. There. Now doesn't this bath look like fun? Asked Bear. You were right about flying, said Skunk, but that bath does not look like fun. Bloop. Luckily, Bear had another idea. It's a trampoline, said Bear. Now you can bounce into your bath. That's not fun, said Skunk. It is if you bounce high, said Bear. Boing, boing, boing. You call that high? Asked Skunk. How about this, said Bear. Boing. Higher, cried Skunk. Bounce higher. Crash. Oops, said Bear. That's too high, said Skunk. No, it's not, said Bear. Can't you see how fun this is? But Bear was just a little too heavy. Creak, splash. Okay, said Bear. Maybe it was too high, but it was fun. That bath does not look like fun, said Skunk. I'll never take a bath. But you have to take a bath, cried Bear. If you don't, no one will come to your party. Huh? Asked Skunk. What party? Oops, said Bear. Did somebody say party? It's a pool party! Surprise! Hooray! I love pool parties. And I love baths. Wait, cried Skunk. What about me? I want to have fun too. It's my birthday. Where's my surprise? Look out, cried Bear. Oops. Slip. Boing. Oof. Swoop. Yikes. Look out below. Splash. That was awesome. I told you baths are fun, said Bear. You were right, said Skunk. What a surprise. Happy birthday, Skunk.
What a fun story. That is a good story.
Hi, Miss Olivia.
All right, there we go. We gotta unmute ourselves. Alrighty, so I think we're gonna have a picture of a skunk.
Nope.
That's okay, not this week. But reacting, we're going to do a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you guys think the answer is yes, put a thumbs up, and think the answer is no, put a thumbs down. Do skunks have tails? That's tricky. Do
What do
skunks?
you think? Do skunks have tails? Give us a thumbs up if you think they do. Oh,
Yeah, they do. They do have tails. Good job, guys. All right, what do skunks eat? If you want to raise your hand, we can unmute you and you can make a guess. What do skunks eat?
So skunks live in the forest. So what kind of things do you think a skunk might eat? I think Will.
Well, has a
well,
guess.
Will, you have to unmute yourself.
Insects and small rodents.
Hmm.
That is a very good observation from you. Anybody else?
Any other guesses?
We're
Yes,
trying to what skunks eat for the new people. Hello. Hey guys.
Hello.
Okay. So, Miss Olivia, would you like to tell us all the things that skunks eat?
Alright. So skunks are nocturnal, so like our friend Mystery here, they are awake at night, and they usually eat bugs and beetles, grasshoppers, grubs, worms, bird eggs, small rodents, frogs, fruits and berries, and mushrooms.
Yeah, so Will got a lot of those right. But a fun fact about skunks is that we usually don't see them because, like Miss Olivia said, they're nocturnal, they're out at night, but we usually smell them because if they get afraid, they raise their tongue, they raise their tails, and they emit this odor that scares away people and things that might harm them. So you may be out in the woods and you'll be on a hike or something and you'll smell something and it's a skunk that you cannot see.
All right. Okay. Miss Liz.
So, if you want to learn more about forest animals, you can check out this nonfiction book called Pesky Critters, written by Joanne Axelrod Contrada and published by Capstone Press.
Yes, so we have all kinds of books available in the library to teach you new things, and so you can read about specific subjects. And remember, we've talked about the Dewey system, which was by Melville Dewey, and Dewey tells us numbers for books about facts, right? Because we know that made-up stories are fiction, and those are all by the author. So all the things we've been talking about tonight, animals and things, are actually, they have numbers with them. So Dewey says if you want to learn more about trees, you go to 582.16 in the library. If you want to learn about forest animals, which will have books about all kinds of different animals, it would be 591.526. And if you want to learn more about skunks, they have their own number, 599.768. So that's where you would go in the nonfiction section to find books about those topics.
I liked what you said, Miss Denise. They have their own number.
Yes, they do.
They do. Okay, so if you haven't picked up your craft kit yet, this was actually a STEM activity instead of an actual craft, and STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. So this particular STEM experiment has all of that in it for you. And so we hope that you'll have an opportunity to do it. We are not going to tell you the results because we want you to find that out on your own, but it will be fun for you all to do. And when I was picking up, Miss Toby has one, and when I picked this one up, it's kind of an open one, and a seed fell out. And we had talked about that they use the pine cones, the cone part of the tree to germinate and to spread their seeds. So that was kind of fun when it fell down on the table here in front of me. So enjoy. Maybe next week or the next time you're in the library, come by and tell us the results that you found.
Indeed, indeed. So as we get ready to finish out tonight, we need to do our closing song. So Miss Olivia.
Alrighty. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we read together, the happier we'll be.
Yay! Let's see happy library hands. Woo! Okay, and you know, as we finish out every program at our library, we get excited about reading. So make sure you unmute your phones, and we're going to do our library cheer together. Is everybody ready to do your library cheer? Oh,
You have to do it yourself, so.
I can hardly wait. So here we go. Let's count to 3 together and as loud as you can. Library. Here we go. 1.
2, 3, 1.